When you are ready to add color to your Blue Dog, we are going to be using oil pastels, and you will have some skinny oil pastels as well as the bin of the thicker oil pastels to start to fill your Blue Dog with color. I'm going to show you a couple tips on how you can shade this in. When we're working on craftsmanship with oil pastels, you want to make sure that you're not going over your black lines because we want those lines to stay nice and dark. And you want to work on neatness, not smearing your colors together. And we're going to do a little bit of shading to create some texture and space on our Blue Dog. So, and if you don't want your dog to be blue, you do not have to have your dog be blue. It can be a different color as well. I'm going to show you how to make your Blue Dog blue, but if you want to change colors for a different mood, you are welcome to do that. So what you are going to do, and I will do So what you are going to do to make your Blue Dog blue is you're going to take 2 shades of blue. So again, if you choose to do a different color, you could do like red and maybe mix in white with it. But what you'll do is you'll start by shading in all of your Blue Dog's fur with your lighter shade of blue. And again, be careful not to go over your black lines. Once you have filled everything with the main color and left the areas white that you want to leave white or color with a different color, then find a darker version of your color that you can go and outline around the edges to make some shadows or some darker parts of your dog's fur. Now remember, your dog doesn't have to be blue, so you don't have to use the dark blue to make the darker colors. You could choose a different color as well. So notice how I'm kind of just going around all of the edges to make these shadows, still being careful not to go over my black lines when I'm doing this. Then after I've gone over all of those edges, I'm going to take a fat white oil pastel and use this to blend all of my colors and make sure that there's no white space left on my Blue Dog. We know that oil pastels, when used correctly, can act and look like paint. So this white is really going to make my oil pastels look smooth like paint. It's going to blend my darker and lighter blue together and fill my paper with color so that I don't see any white spaces. So I just use that all over. And just being careful not to smudge with my hand or my wrist, and I'm using my opposite hand to hold my paper still as I am blending with a big white oil pastel. Then when you're done, you can go ahead and fill your artwork with other colors that you need. Obviously not everyone is going to make a basketball playing Blue Dog, so you can use whatever colors you need, working on good craftsmanship, staying in the lines, and just like I did for my fur, I go ahead and take a white oil pastel to blend all of my colors and fill in all white spaces. Another idea that you could do is you could use the side of your oil pastel to create texture. You can make patterns with your oil pastels, whatever you want to do. You want your whole paper filled with color and working on good craftsmanship, not going over any black lines to finish your Blue Dog. Alright, as you get started adding color to your Blue Dog, make sure that you are making colors lighter and darker, using white to mix and blend the colors to look like paint, and being careful not to go over your black lines. Have fun!